Namaste viewers, I'm Ambika and today I have with me Guruji Sanjeev Krishna, who is a holistic health expert, who is a spiritual master and who runs the Sanjeev Krishna Yoga Center in Dubai. He's in Dubai since last 20 years, more than 20 years, and he has transformed thousands of lives so far. Welcome, Guruji.
Namaste to all of you, and thank you, Ambika.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah.
Guruji, tell our viewers a little bit about Sanjeev Krishna Yoga.
Sanjeev Krishna Yoga has been in Dubai for the last more than 20 years. And it all started like I wanted to follow my passion. I was into different corporate functioning, but finally I thought, let me do what I love to do. And it all happened that I landed in Dubai too. And I started my center. Rest is history. One of the programs that actually helped is Rhythm of Life, which was initiated and propagated by word of mouth of people. Today we have almost more than 15,000 people across the globe who have undergone this program. And that I always feel is the master program. And this is what is Rhythm of Life.
Great. Being a student of Rhythm of Life program myself and having repeated it more than 3 times so far, we can come back to this subject because I would like you to explain to our viewers about Rhythm of Love. Guruji, you attended the World Ayurveda Congress and Arogya Expo in Dehradun, India last week.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to share your details and what was your experience and what was the objective of that conference and what were the key takeaways.
Very good. You know, first of all, I would like to share with you and all of you, Ayurveda is a very, very important subject that we all in the world as human beings should know. Generally, the concept of Ayurveda is, a mode of treatment. But exactly, the real meaning is not that. It originated from the word Ayur. Ayur means life of human beings. Veda, in the Sanskrit language, which is the original language, it means knowledge. So, what is this life knowledge? Why life has to be knowledgeable to live healthily, happily, peaceful, and encompass the whole world. That's why I love the word Ayurveda. And that's exactly that made me attracted to be associated with this Ayush ministry while in Dubai. And I had the opportunity to be invited by the secretary of World Ayurvedic Congress, Mr. Chandrasekhar, to come to the Congress or Arogya Expo, Wellness Expo of 2024. That's why I went.
Great. Guruji, I'd like you to elaborate on the topic of Ayurveda and what does it really mean for every human being on this planet?
Ayurveda, as I told you, Ayur means life. If you see, all of us in this world, we have come to this world through our mother. And after our mother coming out, the first thing we did is learn to take the breath from nature. Once we come out from our mother, first thing after cutting the umbilical cord, the doctors look to see that you cry. That's the time that tongue, which is stuck on the upper palate, opens up. And then the lung starts functioning. And this is how we sustain our life throughout. Sustain, maintain, retain our life. So prana is not an alternative source. It's a very base of our existence.
And very interesting, Guruji. When you use the word prana, you always emphasize on the importance of taking the breath right way.
Yeah.
You always try to teach the basics of pranayam as a basic way of living life, a healthy life.
Exactly.
I want you to share with our viewers today what exactly is pranayam, what exactly does prana mean, and if we break pranayam into pran and ayam, how does it merge together to give a meaning to this technique?
See, when we take air, it's only the gross aspects of the air that we think generally. But apart from that, the prana is biomagnetic current or electromagnetic current from the world of nature that enters your body. That gives life to your body. And there are different types of current that enters your body for different functions. And there are, we call it as udhana, prana, samana, apana, vyana. And even the minutest of your movements, you're closing your eyes and opening, hiccups, sneezes, it's not your choice. It comes to you when the body wants to do it. Yeah?
So, Guruji, are you saying that these are a form of different energies that operate within us?
Without even your consent. Because when the body feels it needs to have a hiccup, you have no control over it. It happens. Naga, Kurma, Krikara, inducing hunger, is again a prana. Devadatta, inducing sleep, is prana. And Dhananjaya current is when the cells changes continuously in our body. And every moment, every day, our cells are deteriorating and new cells are coming up. All this is the impact of prana. This is not profoundly elaborated or exposed to the world the way it has to be. That's why we don't find importance given and we take it for granted. You know? That's why this is a very important subject which I always feel should be given to the children and make them practice it. Elaborate on the subject even from schools.
That's interesting to know, Guruji. Also, I'm trying to make the connection of how through yoga, pranayam, and Ayurveda, we all can bring the balances back into our life.
Exactly. That's what our government of India, especially under the Prime Ministership of Narendra Modi ji, he has really given a fantastic essence of values to bring wellness to the whole world. It can be because of the International Day of Yoga that has been propagated. And even forming a ministry for such knowledge to be given to the whole world of humanity to have wellness in all their lives. So that's the beauty of it, and that's why I wanted to attend this World Ayurvedic Congress and Arugya Expo, and to also experience how well it has been set right, to propagate, because I always feel the whole world will be happy when each human being is happy. If we are trying to differentiate between humans, then we are not humans. Because nature has given everything universal. We all breathe the same air. We all eat the same food. We all enjoy the same space. We all enjoy everything given by the world of nature.
Guruji, these days in the fast-paced world that we are living in,
Yeah.
There are a lot of diseases that we see, and they are actually very prevalent these days.
Yeah.
And a large number of population is dealing with those. They are related to the lifestyle that we lead.
Yeah.
How this knowledge of Ayurveda, yoga, and pranayam together can help us bring our life back into a balance.
See, when you say diseases, take that word. It is when you're not in ease, you're in dis and ease. So, a child is at ease, but an elder is having dis and ease. This itself is diseases. So, how to maintain your physical body? The fundamentals. How to maintain your calmness. This is where we leave our true nature. The mind has to have tranquility and body has to be active. If you see a child is always active, but mind is tranquil. But we elders today, our mind is all the time active and body is tranquil. No exercise, only thinking and worrying. So we shifted and we lost our ease to diseases. So this essence of knowledge, of Ayur, life knowledge, and Veda is just means the wisdom of the ancients. Where did we get it from? We got it from Mother Nature. If you see, nature has been our teacher. And very close observance to nature has brought the essence of knowledge of yoga, different modules of treatments, Ayurveda. Because whenever an animal falls sick, they don't go to hospitals. They eat certain leaves, very instinctively guided by nature. And we started observing them. And we took the chemical compositions. And finally, whatever medicines you come up with is from nature.
Guruji, are you saying that each life comes with its own intelligence on how to heal and treat itself?
Exactly. If you see, in nature, all the creatures in this world are being directed by Mother Nature. If you see, the earthworms know what to do, the birds know what to do. Man did not teach them. If the earthworms do not function in the mud as it has to, you will never have any type of trees or plants to grow. They are the one with the organisms in the mud that makes it or makes the mud to be alive so that your tree grows. You get fruits, vegetables because nature is providing. You are not, as human beings, giving food and accommodation to them. Mother Nature is providing. Likewise, excess of these has to be balanced by nature. So we have herbivorous and carnivorous, also set by nature. So you ask me, are they instinctively gaining knowledge? Yes, the essence of prana getting into their body makes them define the instinctive characteristics they need to adopt or adapt to make the ecology function in this world of nature. Human beings are given little intelligence, and this is where we misspell many things.
When you say misspell, Guruji, there is a question that is coming to my mind. More often than not, we try to think of fitness or health as a physical part of our being. Do you think it is time for us to approach health in a more conclusive way? more inclusive way?
It's your choice. Because if you do not understand the real essence of it, you'll only be suffering. A person who is having all the physical fitness may not be mentally strong.
And physical fitness, mental fitness, and emotional fitness. What we see these days is there are people around us all the time who are stressed out, anxiety, depressions are becoming common, anger is becoming prevalent,
Yeah.
inability to cope with difficult situations. So the health component is not just the physical health, it is a combination of physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
Yeah.
So how do we approach it in a way? Because what we have been taught ever since we were small was that if you fall sick, it is a physical symptom and you go and take medicine for that. With what kind of lifestyle changes people can benefit?
That's why I'm telling you, I'm coming back to Ayurveda again. Be close to nature. Try to understand. Nature is your teacher, not others. When you are very close to nature, you start observing. If you see in yoga, the postures, we have seen 82,000 species and more are there. Lakhs of species are there. But all this we have modulated. We means the ancient sages who have been very closely observing them has modulated 84 important postures, including humans. Certain stretches we do. That's why the name of yoga postures are sometimes given the name of animals, birds, reptiles, everything. Because their moment is out learning. That's why nature is our true guru. Guru means, you know what's a guru? Gu means ignorance. Whenever you're ignorant, that's called gu. Ru means enlighten. So any essence of the world of nature, we call it as a guru. That's why we say there's a beautiful sloka which expresses everything so beautifully. Akanda mandala karam. What does it say? Under the canopy of the sky, vyaptam yena characharam. There are living and non-living things. Tatpadam darshitam yena. Whichever gives me knowledge, that's my teacher. Today, no one wants to learn. All wants to teach. A student who wants to learn can learn. A teacher never teaches. The student's excitement, passion to gain knowledge is what he becomes tomorrow. That's why observe nature. And this expo is all about that. How you can correlate to the world of nature. And which is so profound, the world has to realize it. That's why I wanted to go and experience this.
I am so happy to be a part of this conversation, and I would also like to bring in something different but very much related to this topic in this discussion. Kalari. We talk about nature. We just spoke about nature, how we need to observe, how we need to learn from it.
Yeah.
And I also know that you are a firm believer in the form of Kalari. I want you to explain a little bit and give an introduction to what it is as a form of martial art and as a form of well-being.
Yeah. See, today we are all aware that we have so many martial arts. But where has it originated from? Again, if you see, nature is our teacher. You might be having pets at home, maybe a cat or a dog, whatever. You're loving with them, caring for them, doing everything for them. They're also loving with you, everything else. One fine day you think, let me think of killing this cat. You close the four walls of this room and you try to kill the cat. It will kill you. Why? All animals, birds, reptiles have a defensive mechanism hidden within the system. We human beings have all of them. Because we are the highest and the best of all creations in the world. All those muscle memories are there in us. But we don't activate them or we don't correlate to them. So in adverse situations, our mind has to be strong to protect. But when you master this training, your body itself protects.
So our natural body defenses come out.
Automatically. Now, for example, you do hiccups without your control. Body does it. Likewise, in adverse situations, the whole body becomes like EYES, ice, very strong, aware. That training we have learned from nature.
So it enhances our sensory organs.
Everything. So this is one of the requirements of every human being. We don't want to hit anyone. But in adverse situations, we should have the knowledge to protect. And for example, you buy an instrument in your house and you don't use it. Then what's the use of that instrument? Likewise, your body has all the abilities, capabilities, potentialities to protect you in adverse situations, but you don't master them. What's the use? Culinary is the art that has been developed in our country, especially in the south. Kerala has brought up this knowledge, again from nature. And this knowledge is, for example, we say the mother is the greatest warrior when it comes to protecting their child. She doesn't want to hurt anyone. Likewise, this essence of knowledge is to protect her in adverse situations. This mastery has been adopted from different animals, birds, reptiles. We call it as Ashtavadivu, 8 major defensive stands of these animals, which if you master along with the other mechanism, automatically in a child you can see, first of all, disciplining, dedication, determination, perseverance, endurance, stamina build-up, confidence, courage. All these beautiful qualities are imbibed in a child when you master them. That is why I give so much importance to this knowledge. And in Kalari, in this Arogya, World Ayurveda Congress in Dehradun, I had the opportunity to invite my friends and colleagues of Kerala. The Grand Master himself had come with his wonderful team. And we had a good exposition of this training, how it can develop the quality of the body, muscles and protections, which I wanted to share to the world. And we have done that also this time. So I feel it was a wonderful exposition of how this ancient essence of knowledge, not only for health, but also for self-protection, adverse situations, all of this can be done.
At this point in time, I'd like our viewers to know that Kalari is taught in Sanjeev Krishna Yoga as well as a program.
Yeah, because for me, I feel it's a very important knowledge which every child should gain. It's not just to make, as a martial art, everything. No, it is every human being should be an adept to this knowledge that will help them to sustain their life, maintain their life, and retain their life. Because ultimately, whether it is Ayurveda or any mode of treatments that we adopt, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy, ultimately it's for your health. But if you do not know how to protect yourself, then what's the use of having a health?
Amazing.
It's a combination. That's why this expo has really enlightened. And always there are plenty of opportunities for people to delve deeper into their sense, rather than just seeing as a module to propagate Ayurvedic medicinal treatments, or just Unani, or just Siddha, or homeopathy. And why I feel yoga has been a passion in my life is because yoga doesn't require any medicines. Your lifestyle knowledge makes you healthy, makes you more powerful with the power of the nature called breath, makes you more strong, disciplined in mind. And all this awareness and alertness gives you more knowledge of intelligence, and which brings in happiness to yourself, to your family, to your society, to your nation, and to the world. So that's why this Ayush ministry propagated by the government of India, especially by our Prime Minister, has been a real awakening of the concept of health and wellness for the whole of humanity, not only for Bharat as we see.
So, Guruji, this conference, does it happen on a regular basis, or this is a one-off event?
This is the 10th World Ayurveda Conference.
And I'm sure that not many of us knew about it.
10th. And in Dubai, in the Middle East, we've already done Ayush Conference 2 times. This time we did in January also. Again, we are thinking of having it in the coming years. So, this awareness is not only in the Middle East, all over the world it should go, because this helps people to maintain good health. A healthy world is only when a person or society or a nation is healthy. That's why, as human beings, we are not here to destroy, we are here to sustain. We are here to support one another. You are not apart from me, I am a part of you.
And I think this is such a beautiful way of conveying the true essence of sustainability that we talk about always.
Yeah.
This is true sustainability. Living with nature, living through nature, understanding our bodies, understanding our being, living harmoniously.
Exactly.
I think this is what Sanjeev Krishna Yoga is promoting.
Always. I always feel, now I and you are sitting here and we are able to talk. Why? There are so many people in the departments. It can be ministerial, defense, police, that is protecting us to talk, giving us safety.
Yes.
There are so many people working on the roads for you to drive and come. They're not apart from us. They're supporting us. We in our own vocation are also supporting them in many ways. So how are we apart? Why are we humans different? There's no difference. The nature has shown the humanity is one. Why should we make differences out of our ignorances? That's why I always say, such types of expositions, such types of beauty of propagation to this world should be highlighted more and given to this world the beauty what really life is. not just thinking of destroying something or some people or some situations. It all starts in your mind.
So I remember many years ago, I think more than a decade ago, you said one sentence that resonates with me still to this date. You said, mind is a monkey and it can take you for a royal ride if
Yeah.
you don't tame it. I want you to give a practical advice to our viewers on how they can actually harness the potential of this mind.
See, mind is a weapon for you to use, not to play with it. If you give a monkey a weapon, he will mess it up. I want human beings to use their intelligence to use the weapon. You're getting my point? So mind is a powerful weapon. But if you don't use intelligence to it, then you act like a monkey with a powerful entity in your hands. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
So that's why if you see in a human being, we're all made up of panchakoshas. Sharira, prana, mana, vijnana, ananda. Physically, all of us are the same in the whole world of human lives. 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 kidneys. How many liver?
1.
Okay, checking. You got it. All are breathing the same air. You cannot say in another part of the world they are breathing something else. See? Expressions or emotions of the mind are also the same. What's the difference between human beings? Either you're ignorant or you're knowledgeable. The more ignorant, the more limited in outlook. The more knowledgeable, more broadened in outlook. Limited knowledge makes you happy temporarily. Enhanced knowledge and with a broad spectrum makes you enjoy life. So it's very clearly defined in our system. So the only difference between every human being in the world is either I am knowledgeable or ignorant. So if you use your intelligence to master the mind, then you are living as a human being.
And
If you do not use your intelligence in the right manner, your mind becomes like a monkey.
all right, Guruji, I'll come back to the same question. What is that one thing that all of us can do to take that first step in this direction of being the master of our minds?
Very simple. Have an inquiry mind.
Inquiry mind.
Mind. It starts with having an inquiry mind. There are 6 stages to evolve in life. Every human being should have an inquiry mind. Automatically, when you have an inquiry mind, naturally, knowledge will start coming to you. And when such knowledge comes to you, automatically look for people who can guide you, who have been living their life in this knowledge. And they will give you a certain practices to follow. We call it as sadhana, practice. And when you start such practices, Swa Adhyaya, a new chapter of your life opens up. And you'll experience life. So today most of us, the problem is no one wants to know anything. They just want to have everything fast. So anxiety builds up the scenario. And all are in a mad rush. They do not know where they are rushing to. We have all come to the world to enjoy our life, like going for a holiday. The only guarantee in all our life is the return ticket. But we are not enjoying life, we are worried about return tickets. Am I right? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We are here to sustain and enjoy our life and make our life and the world of everyone better. But what is happening in the world is very sad. Why? Ignorance. And again, if you observe, you have no choices of your name when you are born. Do I have a choice? No. So we have no choice of a name, our parents, their behaviors, our siblings, the country where I am born, the place where I am born, the culture I am born. I have no choice. But everyone is killing one another even when they don't have choices. This is called sheer ignorance in human intelligence. This, our simple human beings should know this. We should support one another, love one another, take care of one another. Will you be happy when someone destroys something that you have nurtured so beautifully? Never. Let it be your child or anything. Likewise, treat everyone as you. That's why in Rhythm of Life I have a beautiful sloka, it just came. Know thyself, love thyself, know and love all as thy own self. This is going to be the essence of health, peace, harmony, and happiness to this world.
For our viewers who haven't been on the journey of Rhythm of Life, I'd highly recommend you to attend this program. It truly has transformed many, many lives, and it continues to do so even today. We'd have a dedicated podcast in future soon to discuss about Rhythm of Life in particular and the techniques which are being taught in this that you can implement in your daily life every day. And you will see yourself changing every day, every moment in a very positive direction. So Guruji, thank you so much for everything today, sharing your knowledge with us. Is there any last word of wisdom you'd like to share?
Of course, I would like to thank first of all the government of India, Bharat. Bharat, if you observe, it is a combination of Bhavam, Ragam, Thalam. Feeling, expression, vibration that has come from the world of nature. If you see in nature, everything has an expression, a feeling, and a vibration. The country that is propagating such beauty to the whole of humanity as eternal principles called Sanatana is Bhavam, Ragam, Talam, Bharatam. We should realize how it wants to help people, how it wants to help the whole of humanity, why it treats, and even now the government propagates that world is one large family.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So this essence of that knowledge has to go, resonate to the whole of humanity. How? Well, we all need to support these pillars of knowledge to give happiness, peace, well-being to our children and the coming generations for tomorrow. So let us uphold, and I thank the government and those all organizers of this council who has really initiated such a profound significance called Arogya or wellness for the whole of humanity. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.